Good morning to everyone. I am Dr. J.K.KANIMOZHI, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Application in Vivekananda College of Arts and Science College for Women, Changor. Now I welcome to all in Python programming classes. I have taken introduction to Python. So how to working introduction based on Python programming, how to install the Python program, how to working Python, and what are the statement available in Python programming. So using in names and algorithms. So different type of sequence in Python list, triples and strings, and the mutability statement. So you see the one by one. So first of all, to identify the Python. So what is Python? How to write author of the Python? So Python is a experiment in how much freedom programmer need to creating freedom, and nobody can read another code too little and expressiveness in endless. That is simple programming coding of the Python. So first to install the Python programs. So based on the different variations of the version, using version 2.6.1 documentation to install and downloading the download and install your mobile or in your systems. So simply created Python coding. So using an Python interpreter and compiler. So remaining languages to develop, to running the commands using compiler, after that interpreter to running the coding. In our Python programming, so both simultaneously working in compiler and interpreter. So based on this Python programming is one of the interpretive interface programming languages. For example, step by step you running the statement, to typing the statement, to running the coding. For example, here to deploy the one functions def square of x, and statement is a return of x and s, to mapping the statement a map of square bracket square of 1, 2, 3, 4 to insert the list pattern, to display the square of the values 1 and 4, 9 and 16. To install the process of the installation, so to download the exe file, so using an http PYTHON-Dr.J.K.KANIMOZHI to downloading the exe file and install the Python. So there is two commands of working in Python coding. So first one is IDLE method, another one so based on notepad process. So IDLE to working in simple one by one coding to express. For examples here to display the screen, so execute the statement. So IDL means integrated development environment for Python, working based on working in Windows. And also another one way of the Python programming using multi-window text editor. So for example, multiple statement to working and saving the Python program .py, say Python extensions to developing a coding. So based on this concept, and then to running mode to execute this statement. So and also to Python programming to interact to Linux commands also. So typically to using in Linux commands. So based on 3 less than 3 greater than symbol to identify the Python prompt. In this prompt to typing the statement one by one to execute the commands, and then finally execute the statement to exit the prompt window Another one way of the running the program on Linux. So based on Python interpreter, so storing the program file name, so file name.py, and typing the multiple statement and running the commands. So for example, one script program, so using int factorial of values, a condition to apply the if f6 equal to 0 is condition is true, so return of 1, otherwise return of x into fact of x minus 1. This is the one of the factorial of the numbers in Python program. And finally to print the statement. In this commands to execute, to interpret the expressions in Python command. So these commands to running the statement, so Python keyword and file name dot Python is to running the Python programming using script languages. So this is another way of the simple expressions of the Python. So based on Python script, so factorial 1, answer equal to 1 for I in range of 2, n. So average answered values answer into n, so return of n. Another one functions to identify the range of values. This is using for loop statement of in Python program. This another one concept to apply the factorial of n numbers, so using a recursive method. This statement is simple expressions or simple functions of the Python program. So based on expression, so import the statement, import keyword and ex. Ex means Python file name to export the values. So exponent values or export values. Here to display the values ex dot fact of and numbers to display the so factorial of the numbers to identify the exponent statement. So now you stop these classes. After continues the basic concept of the Python program, you see the next class. Thank you. Thank you, all.